welcome to the Crafty Historian Podcast, episode number 29. My name is Rachel and I am studying for a Masters in Public History at the University of York. Thank you if this is your first time watching, I hope you enjoy, but welcome back to everyone who has been here before. It really means a lot to me that you can spend some time with me, this little corner of the internet. It's really quite nice to have that. So yeah, it's been a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. But if you want to find me on Ravelry, you can. On Ravelry, I am RachelRavenclaw, and on Instagram, I am Ravenclaw Rachel. I mainly use Instagram, though I am trying to keep up with my Ravelry project page. I do need to update it though. As always, life gets in the way. So yes, it's been a little while. You can see I'm in a new setting. Hopefully the lighting is okay, because I don't actually get any natural sunlight in my room, which that's not particularly spiffy, but it'll do. Bought some nice lamps and things, so we're making do with the artificial light. Let's see how it works. So yes, I've been in a bit of a Schlump recently. I haven't really been doing much crafting, but I'm slowly getting back into the rhythm of things. So I guess, yeah, we can just waltz on in. So I have a couple of finished objects which aren't with me, knitting finished objects. I've knit two hats. I finished my mum's cable hat, which I showed last time, but I left that at home because there's no point me bringing it to university if I'm going to give it to her at home. Just logic. But yes, turned out nicely. It's got a nice big pom-pom. Haven't taken a picture because I'm ridiculous, but can promise it's done. I have also knit a second hat which you haven't seen, and you may never see, but trust me, I've knit it for one of the children I babysit. So she's 5, and that's also at home, and it's bright pink in DK and a completely improvised simple pattern. It is what it is. It's a child's hat, and it's ridiculous. But I did knit it in, I think, about 48 hours, so I'm taking that as a win. So yes, my third finished object I can show you. It is my Hermione Hart's Ron hat. I'm sorry, I haven't spoken to anybody this morning. It is a Sunday. It is Sunday the 21st of October, and I'm going to tuck that away because I've just seen I've got messages, but we're not going to deal with that right now. So yes, haven't spoken. Sorry if that sounds like I've got a frog. But this is my Hermione Hart's Ron hat, which I'm calling Rachel Hart's Burgundy, because I could knit everything in this colour, but I will refrain. It's this gorgeous little beanie. It's a free pattern. I can't remember who by, and it's just got these cables and eyelet sections. It was really quick and simple to work up, and I am in love with it. It was a great intuitive knit. The decreases look gorgeous. There we go. Very nice. So yes, I had a lot of fun working this up. The yarn I was using has silk in it, I believe. I can't find the label, but I remember it was a merino nylon silk, and let me tell you, I now want to knit all of the silk, which is not good on a student budget. So I'm just content with this hat because it's beautiful and I've been wearing it all the time, because up here in York we've got this thing where it's not necessarily cold but it's windy, so my ears get chilly. So this is perfect to just cover them up, and it matches my coat, so yes. You can see here as it's stretched out, it fits really nicely, and I would recommend it for other people because of the cables. It does suck into your head. I mean, I've got a fairly large head, not massively, but yes, I really like it. Beanie styles aren't really my sort of thing, but this works really well. I'm very happy with it. So yes, a very happy hat, and I would recommend it to anybody. It would make a great gift as well because it looks so complicated, but it's really not. So yes, ta-da! So one of those. And then my final finished object you have not seen before, rather finished objects, but that's because they have been completed in the past week. So if you are my friend Polina, although I'm not sure if she watches, but if you do, Polina, please look away, go away. This is the only time, so maybe just don't watch this one. I don't think she watches anyway. But I have knit her. She better be gone by now. It's her birthday. It's actually her birthday today, so happy birthday, Polina. I've knit her a pair of socks. Yay! So I cast these on last Friday, which I believe was the 9th. Oh, well, no, it wouldn't have been in the 9th of October. I don't know. It was not this Friday just gone, but the Friday before. And I cast them off Thursday? Thursday, so it's taken me a week to knit two. The leg's quite short, but that's because I was getting nervous that I wouldn't get them done before I see her. I see her next weekend, so got plenty of time to weave in ends and wrap them, not sit there going wrap and turn. No, I've done the wrap and turn. Anyway, let's talk about the socks. This is the same sort of my basic gift sock recipe, which is 2.75mm needles cast on toe up with 12 on each needle until I reach 56. I then knit the foot and then do a wrap and turn heel down to 10 stitches and back up, and then I do a 2x2 rib at the top with a stretchy cast off. Looks a little bit like a lettuce hem at the moment, but it will fit her foot. Here's hoping. I've got a couple of holes in my heel, but I think that's just because I was doing that heel on the train. So yes, simple socks. I used West Yorkshire Spinner's milk bottle for the toes and heels, and the stripes are a Knit Picks Felici in the colourway Bubble. So yes, I've previously knit a pair of gift socks out of this colourway before. Those were for my friend Grace. I would have knit some for myself, but I'm not sure the pink is really me. She says wearing a pink jumper with pink in the background. I'm more of a purple person personally, but yeah. It's a good gift. I know someone sent it to me. I think someone sent it to me, but I can't remember who. So thank you very much, whoever you were. Got some great gifts out of them, and I love Felici. It's such a nice yarn to work with. I need some more in my life. perfect. So yes, there are 2 of them. I've got the ends to weave in. And I can't put these off, as obviously they have to be gifted. Unlike all the other ends I've put off weaving. So yeah, there are a few of those to do, but they shouldn't be too taxing. They match perfectly because I'm like that. I get you, Dan of the Bakery Bears also enjoys them matching and like, yes, matching socks are the best. If you can do it, do it. Definitely. I agree. Matchy socks for my friend Polina. So yeah, these were sort of, I went through a phase where I wasn't crafting anything, so I forced myself to work on these, trying to get myself back into that rhythm. I'm still not quite there. I'm not in a good headspace right now, and that's deterring me from knitting, which is strange because that's usually what keeps me going. But yes, I mean, I didn't knit yesterday, which was bad of me, but hey ho. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into the swing of things, or at least force myself so that I don't lose my fine motor skills again, because that's the thing, when I stopped knitting, my fine motor skills go. For those people who don't know, I've got chronic fatigue syndrome, but also I've got very bad fine motor skills. I don't know whether it comes out of that or something before, but I have to train them up, and if I leave it, it becomes painful to like hold a pen, or like, I was doing some knitting after this. I knit a square in my Cozy Memories blanket, which I will show you in a minute, and I was in physical pain because I hadn't knit for about a fortnight. So I need to get some knitting going to make sure I don't lose these again. So that's too much information that you didn't need to know. Sorry. Okay, but we can move on to works in progress. I have another work in progress, which is also for Polina. This is why she cannot watch it. But this is her Christmas present, although she has told me she doesn't want me to give it to her at the same time as her birthday present. I thought maybe it would be convenient, but whatever. I can get Polina's stuff out of the way, and then I don't need to worry about her. I am knitting her for Christmas my White Rose of York pattern. So this is the pattern I released on the 15th of September. Thank you to everyone who has purchased it already. Basically there was enough there for me to do a decent shop of food. I really appreciate it, I really do. I managed to buy some chicken so I can have some protein. But yeah, fun times. Oh, this is going to blow out terribly. Okay, so I'm knitting the smallest size of my pattern, the White Rose of York, which I will link below if anyone else would like to have a go. It's quite a loose style hat. It's meant to be sort of baggy. And this is how it's knitting up at the moment. As you can see, it's cast on at the crown, and it comes out with this pearl design which looks like the White Rose of York. So the petals come down the sides here. The leaves on the small are not as pronounced as on the medium or the large, but you still get the gist of what's going on. So I'm on the stockinette section. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a way to go before I start the crenellations at the bottom, and then just the ribbing. She requested this. I'm not just forcing my hat pattern on everybody. She and my friend Liv both requested Yorkshire Rose hats, so they will be both getting Yorkshire Rose hats for Christmas. I had said that we would be doing a knit along. It's a very low-key knit along where I have a thread in the Ravelry group, so which you can find if you search it in the groups tab. It's just the Crafty Historian Podcast. If you are knitting this hat, it's going to be very like low-key. Just let me know if you're knitting it, and if you're enjoying it, because it's like my little baby and I'm so proud of it. So yes, it's possible because I've got, I don't know, quite a tight, I think it's a tight gauge. You may need to go down a needle size or knit a smaller size, something like that. But my test knitters were all happy with them, so who knows. Yes, I've got this on a 2.75mm Knit Pro Symphony at the moment. My stitch markers I got as a part of a swap, apart from this one which says the York Makery on it. And that is my local yarn shop, and it's the best shop ever. I love it. It's run by the lovely Kaylee, and she has a little doggy called George, and I love him. It's very dangerous because it's right opposite where I have some of my seminars, so often I tend to justify that, oh, I'm going to my seminar, I might as well get myself a gift. And it's like, no, Rachel, don't. So yes, if you're in York, head to King's Manor and then hang a right to Gillygate. It's just behind the Minster, and you can visit the lovely York Makery. She sells her own hand-dyed yarn, and she's got some good stuff in there. West Yorkshire spinners, coop knits, bar MU. There's some nice things in there. Really recommend it. Go and give her some love. You can also follow her on Instagram. Yes, small non-paid for advertisement there, but I missed. Is it bad that I missed a shop when I was at home? No, I don't have a local yarn shop where I am at home, or rather I do, but it's acrylic. That's all it sells. So it's really nice to come back and actually have someone who I can talk to about knitting socks to. So yes, non-paid advertisement, but you'll find out later as well that I do buy her things, and I buy them for you. Spoiler. I don't know what I'm on. So yes, White Rose of York hat, going nicely. Not sure what else to say. Yes, this yarn is Sirdar Snuggly 4-ply in the cream colour, just because it's cream and I don't want her to worry about sticking it in the washing machine or something like that. So yes, it's like a little flag. And that is living in, I don't know what I can describe it as. It's not a project bag because it's tiny. It's just something I made in this sort of Star Trek-y fabric, and I wish I could find more of this. I love it so much. It's beautiful. Why is there not Star Trek fabric? Someone answer me this. I would quite like to make more Star Trek bags, but I can't find any Star Trek fabric. Hit me up with Star Trek recommendations if you've got any. So yes, that's my current work in progress. I have my personal socks, which I haven't touched for about 6 weeks. They're ongoing, but the only thing I really have otherwise been working on is my Cozy Memories blanket. This is one of my quadrants wrapped up here. If you remember last time, I had got one pair of my quadrants, so 2 quadrants, to 6x6, and I am on, so this is my 3rd quadrant, and I am knitting the final square to make this one 6x6 too. So yes, I haven't got much left to do. Maybe I'll do that in a bit. So yes, this is how this quadrant's turning out. Very nice. And then I can replicate the same around the other quadrant that's left. Will be 6x6, and then I can move on to 7x7. I'm just going to show you what each square is. This one came in a swap, but it looks like an opal to me. I don't know why, it's given me that vibe. This is a My Mama Knits from their cupcake range, and Eileen, the little bush baby, gave me that for Christmas last year. Love you. These 3 are Nora George yarns. I believe this is Mrs. Fig of Wisteria Way. I don't remember what this is, but it was a spring colourway 2 years ago, I believe. It came in a mini set. And this was the contrast colour for her history colourway, which again was 2 years ago. This one came from a swap, which I'm currently knitting on. This blue one came from my advent calendar from All's Wool That Ends Wool, or something like that. I have a Mothie and the Squid, another from my advent calendar, another Mothie and the Squid, and another one from a swap. So yes, they're working together nicely, and it's so soft. It's something where it's just mindless and I can just pick up and go. And this was what I was working on when my hand started hurting, and I wonder if it's because it was a bit heavy, but I think it was just because I hadn't worked on anything in a while. So for those of you who don't know, I knit my squares on straights in 3.25mm needles. These are prim ones. I bend them out of shape frequently because I sit on them. And this is just 4-ply yarn. Just your normal mitered square blanket. I did start off with the Junk Yarn Raybot Cozy Memories blanket pattern, but I don't need to look at the pattern anymore. And I do the slip at the stitch variation at each end so that the joins look neat. So yeah, that is that. So I shall probably cast something on soon. I've got a couple of gifts left to do for friends at university. So I've got Liv's hat to do. I'm going to make a little Weasley jumper for my friend Kat, and I'm hoping to make a droid for my friend Francis, aiming for BB-8. We'll see how that goes. He's the one who got the Millennium Falcon last year, if you remember. So keeping the theme. So I think those are all I've got left to do for university, and then I've got 2 hats for the other 2 children I babysit. They're teenagers. Well, one's 12, one's 11, so don't know what you call them, but they're boys, so they don't have to have a pom-pom on the top. So I've got those to do. I've also then got socks to knit for my mum, and a pair of mittens for my sister. I think at the moment, that's everything I've got to do. There may be more, I just can't remember. Sounds doable, especially as I knit those socks in a week. See how things go. I mean, it's only the middle of October, so I've got plenty of time. remember last time I was showing you my dress, which I have here. It is finished. All I had left to do, I think, was to hem it. So I did that when I went home for the weekend. It's just a rolled hem, hand stitched so that we can't see it through. And yes, so this is the New Look 6184 pattern. I think they may have changed their numbers though, because I tried to search it on Pinterest and something else came up. So good luck searching it. But it's just this lovely dress, clearly. It's got the pleats up here. I've bound the armholes in this purple ribbon. Got a hook and eye and a zip at the back. It's fitted to me, so I've got my darts, and we took in lots on the shoulders and then back so that it would fit me properly. And then I also added in pockets because yes, what else can I say? I changed the skirt up. The skirt was meant to be something different, but I just stuck in a sort of half circle skirt, which will mean it'll be very nice for dancing in. So yes, really happy that this is finished, and I can't wait to wear it. Hopefully get to wear it next weekend. I think we've got a tea dance next weekend. Yes. I have one other sewing thing that I have to show you, because I brought my sewing machine up to university with me. My proper sewing machine, not my really dodgy one. Which is good, because I was feeling off one day a couple of weeks ago and I just decided I'm going to make a skirt. And if you're a long-term viewer, you know what skirt pattern I use, because I use it all the time. It is the Delphine skirt from Love at First Stitch, and I've made, this is my third one, I do believe. I've made a couple of adjustments to the pattern just so that it fits me properly. So what I do, I've drafted darts into the pattern pieces so that it fits, because I am 3 sizes bigger on my hips than I am the waist. Just how I'm built, people. So the darts I drafted in there, they're both in the front and the back. And then with the waistband, I put a greater slope in the waistband than is in the pattern. I also don't interface them because that involves ironing. Can't be bothered with that. So yes, as you can see, it's very simple, classic shape. The fabric is this black, cream and burgundy houndstooth suiting. So it's a lovely woven fabric with lots of lovely drape. Zip in the back, you can't really see, it's actually a really good colour. And again, hand sewn hem, even I can't see that. Although it does need a bit of an iron because it's still bagging out a bit down here. Either way, this is one of my new staple. I've worn this at least twice a week since I made it, and I'm so proud of it. It's so good. So yes, I'm also working on my Halloween costume, but I'm not going to show you that just yet. It's pretty exciting, but it may not work out, so I want to at least get a bit more secure. I'd say it's my Halloween costume. We're having a swing dance Halloween event next weekend, so I will be wearing it then. Keep an eye out on my Instagram. I will probably post something if it goes to plan. If it doesn't, I will panic and I'll wear something. I'll figure something out. It'll be fine. So yes, that is that. Bear with me 1 second. I have a couple of things I forgot to pick up and I'm just going to go and fetch them. I'm back. One thing I showed you last time was the rug I was weaving on the hula hoop. Here it is. It didn't turn out completely to plan. It's bagging a bit, so it sort of turns into like a bit of a bowl. But I don't mind. It's nice to stick my feet on underneath my desk. I've got some jersey scraps and some velvet, some suede, some I don't know what you call that, upholstery. That's some more faux suede, and then there's some wool in the middle. So yeah, it's a really sort of tactile thing to stick your feet on. And yeah, I don't know, I never saw myself as getting someone who would get into weaving, but I really like this rug, so maybe I will. Great on the feet. I really enjoy it. And it's really cool. Yay! So yes, that's for the people who are wondering how the rug turned out. It's here. It's doing its thing. Just needs to stay under my desk. Because that's where it lives. Anything else? Yes. So last time I spoke with you, I mentioned doing a giveaway for when I hit 200 subscribers. Since then we have nearly 270, I believe. So thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed since the last episode. A fair few, I believe, have come from the Bakery Bears, which is something I would like to share with you guys. A few weeks ago, at the end of the summer, I was asked to be, I want to say, a historical consultant. Not really, but I got to give some history professional. I don't feel like a professional, but I got to be a part of their New Adventures series, where they go around places, and I provided some of the historical context for the Wars of the Roses. I filmed something for them and they cut it in, and that's really cool. So yeah, that will be our history section for today. I will link you to that and you can go and have a look, because I've got an essay to do and it's not an interesting essay I can talk to you about. It's about education in museums. Fun. So yes, that'll be the history section. But for the giveaway, which I did say I would be doing, I will open a thread in my Ravelry group, and what you can win will be 2 things from the York Makery. So this is their business card, and I have bought a key ring which has been metal stamped with the word knitter, and some hand-drawn stitch markers. They've got little socks on them. So yes, this is to say thank you for sort of coming to join me. I realise it's not a lot, but sorry, I've got an itch. I realise it's not a lot, but everyone needs some pretty little accessories for their knitting, and it's always nice, I feel, to shop independent businesses and locally, so that's why I went with these. So if you would like to win these, because they will come as a pair, I will open a thread in the Ravelry group, and you can, there may be a prompt, I can't quite think what I'm going to do yet, but yeah, thank you for this is a thank you for everyone who's here. Yeah, and they're really cute, so definitely have a look. Check out the website as well, she may actually have some online. I haven't looked recently. So yes, thank you so much for supporting me. It really means a lot, and yeah, if you would like to have a chance of winning that, go have a look in the Ravelry group. Quite easy. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it will be fine. So yes, I think that's all I can have for you today, because I've got to get on and do things, like I've got to do a dark wash, very, very exciting, as well as essay and reading joys. But hopefully I won't be absent for so long next time. Hopefully the knitting mojo will return and I will be back in full force. But until then, I guess I have to say goodbye, and thank you for everyone. I think I said thank you so many times, but I hope you have enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know by liking, subscribing, leaving me a comment, or entering the giveaway, I suppose. So yes, thank you ever so much. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you're having a fantastic autumn. I'll see you again soon. Bye!